Hello, welcome. Marlene here. Today we're using the Russian ball tips to decorate a whole cake. Stay tuned for the step-by-step tutorial. I'm preparing my icing pouch and I've used an offset spatula. I've added some purple buttercream here, and now I'm taking a piping bag just because it really is a little bit easier to get it on, and I'm adding a cylinder of white to the center here. There. And now I can just pick up the saran wrap and wrap that around my white. Seal one end, and we're going to be able to pipe using this. You can make several of these so that you can work quickly if you have many to do. Here I'm doing the opposite of the initial purple base, white center. This is a white base with a purple center. I'm going to be using two widths, so this one is much thinner than this one to achieve kind of a different looking flower. I've got my two piping tips ready, and then you just have to cut the saran wrap at one end to make sure that the icing can come out of the piping bag. There we go. Make sure you squeeze from the top, or else you're going to have some oozing coming out of the top. Is it coming out? There it is. Repeat that on this one. Here I've cut some little parchment paper rectangles, and now I'm going to, on my parchment paper here, rest my piping tip, and I'm rocking back and forth, back and forth. When I feel my flower's about right, lift straight off, okay? I finished all my first flowers with that first pouch. Now I'm using the second pouch, and I'm positioning myself just, you know, let's say 3/4 of an inch away from that first flower. I want them to kind of fuse together, and now I'm doing the same thing like so. Stop and lift off. Just like that. You see? Again. Now I'm going to get just a smidgen closer. So about a 1/2 inch away. Here are my flowers. I just took them out of the freezer. They're not quite frozen, but they're hard enough to do this step. I'm just with some yellow buttercream and a round tip. I'm just piping a middle here. Here are the flowers out of the freezer. They're nice and hard and I can handle them. So I'll move that to the side and get the cake. The cake has some icing residue from my attempt and fail, so we're going to start as if that never happened. Here is the side of the cake, and what I'm doing is I'm adding a, you know what? I'm actually going to add a green ruffle first around the edge here. So just a quick green ruffle. Alright, now I'm adding my flowers to the side of the cake, and all I'm doing is I'm adding a line of buttercream and peeling off the flowers from the parchment paper into my hand. The purple was up on this one, so I'm putting it down on the one next to it. Try to maintain a same level gap kind of in between. I'm wearing gloves just because it's very messy. I'm going to put the purple. These are hard to tell what color. I was running low on purple, I guess, in the piping bag. So I have two more here to do. See if I can get them on. Try to squeeze them in. So these broke apart. These didn't hold together. So there, and the last one. I've got my flowers attached on all sides. Now I'm grabbing my green buttercream, and I've got my rose tip in there, and I'm actually going to put that in between here. And And I'm just filling this in. It's important to do this while the flowers are still frozen. If they're soft, you're going to damage them. Let's get going on the top of this cake. Now I'm going to add a ruffle all along the edge of the cake, just to kind of finish off the edge of these flowers. Super fast and easy. All right, I've peeled off my flowers here, and I'm going to add the white one back on here, right here. There. And now I'm going to do 3 purple ones. So one here, and it should hide the mistakes I made. There. And here. That's all. And now I think let's see if we can do this. There we go. And now I'm just going to add a little green ruffle all around here, so that then I can squeeze in another flower there, and a nice purple flower right down the center here. Rocking, 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 rocking. Lift off. Okay, last step. Yellow icing in the center of each of these flowers. Here is the completed cake. I'd love to hear your thoughts. You guys love the cupcakes. Love to hear what you think about this cake project utilizing these ruffle flowers. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I so appreciate it when you share my content. It really helps me out. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. I have a few more videos utilizing these piping tips, as well as the Russian flower tips and the ruffle tips. You'll find the links for those videos in the description box.